In the ever-expanding world of DC Comics, some characters break the mold, standing out not just for their abilities, but for their significance in representation and diversity. One such character is Extraño, one of DC's first openly gay superheroes and a powerful mystical force in the DC universe. Introduced in the late 1980s, Extraño has undergone major transformations over the years, evolving from a controversial depiction to a respected and formidable sorcerer. Extraño first appeared in Millennium No. 2, 1988, created by Steve Englehart and Joe Staton. He was a Peruvian-born mystic named Gregorio de la Vega, chosen by the Guardians of the Universe to be part of the New Guardians, a short-lived superhero team that emerged from the Millennium event. As a sorcerer with vast mystical powers, Extraño was often described as a Doctor Strange-like figure within DC Comics. As a character, Extraño was flamboyant, eccentric, and unapologetically himself, which made him a groundbreaking figure in comics at the time. However, his portrayal in the late 80s was also criticized for being stereotypical, as he was depicted with exaggerated mannerisms and often referred to himself in the third person. Despite this, Extraño remained a positive step forward in LGBTQ+ representation, appearing as one of the earliest openly gay superheroes in mainstream comics. Extraño's mystical abilities were vast, including spellcasting, energy manipulation, astral projection, and reality warping. As a member of the New Guardians, he fought against threats such as Dr. Mist, the Hemogoblin, and other supernatural dangers. Unfortunately, the New Guardians never achieved mainstream success, and Extraño faded into obscurity after the series ended. One of the most controversial aspects of Extraño's early portrayal was his implied battle with HIV/AIDS, a topic that was rarely discussed in comics at the time. The villain Hemogoblin, a vampire-like being that infected people with a fictionalized version of AIDS, scratched Extraño during a fight, and it was heavily implied that he contracted the disease. However, this storyline was never fully explored, and it remains one of the most debated elements of his history. Years later, Extraño was reintroduced into DC Comics with a fresh perspective. In Midnighter and Apollo No. 6, 2017, he returned as a more modern and powerful sorcerer, now known as the Grand Mage of Peru. This iteration of Extraño was less stereotypical, more confident, and deeply rooted in his magical abilities, making him a respected figure in the DC universe. His return was widely praised, as it helped redeem his earlier portrayal and solidify his place as a true magical powerhouse. Extraño's resurgence in modern DC storytelling highlights the company's commitment to elevating diverse voices and characters, giving classic heroes a chance to be redefined in a more nuanced and empowering way. With DC's focus on expanding its mystical and supernatural characters, Extraño could have a larger role in future stories, potentially even in Justice League Dark or other magical crossover events. His journey from a controversial, campy character to a respected LGBTQ+ hero and sorcerer showcases the evolution of representation in comics. Extraño may have started as a product of his time, but today he stands as a powerful symbol of inclusion, strength, and the boundless potential of magic in the DC universe.